Hey guys, it's Hani here. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Today we're gonna make a cake. I'm going to show you how to make DJ Suki from the Dreamworks Trolls movie. And if you guys remember, I also made Princess Poppy in a cookie form. Be sure to check them out if you haven't seen them already. And now let's make the cake. You're going to need bottom from the large cupcake pan, 4 6-inch cakes, and also 1 half sphere. I'm going to ice the half sphere with buttercream, and then we're going to stick it in the fridge to chill. While it's chilling, we can prepare the bottom cake. For this, I used my large cupcake pan. Fill the cake with buttercream and stick it into the fridge to chill. Now we're going to clean up the edges, give it a quick crumb coat, and I'm going to refrigerate the cake until buttercream firms up. Roll out a piece of pink fondant and cover the cake. DJ Suki is wearing a knitted top, and I'm going to make 3 strips of blue, white and purple using fondant, and I'm going to create a knitted texture with a really easy technique, although it's rather consuming. So if you have a textured mat, I would highly recommend that you use it. So what I'm gonna do, I'm going to twist 2 snakes clockwise and then 2 counterclockwise, and then once you put these together side by side, it will create that knitted texture. So I'm going to repeat this until I have blue, white and purple strips formed. Then we're going to trim them, and then we can attach them onto the cake. Cover the strips with plastic wrap to prevent drying out. I'm spreading a little bit of Crisco on a piece of wax paper and then gently pressing it on top of the strip. I'm going to turn it upside down. Peel off the top. Now add a little bit of water to the cake and carefully attach knitted strips. DJ Suki also has a purple diamond in a belly button, so I used my silicone mold to make the diamond, and then a little bit of purple disco dust on the diamond. We're gonna let it dry now. Now we can make the top cake. So to make the top cake, we're going to stack 4 6-inch cakes on top of the half sphere cake. Once stacked, I'm going to chill it until firm, and then we're going to carve it. I'm adding few bamboo sticks in a cake to support it. I'm ready to carve the cake. First, I'm adding few toothpicks, just so I know how deep I can go with my cuts. I don't want to go all the way down. I'm going to use the scraps to make the cake spackle. I mixed some buttercream and the cake crumbs, and I'm just going to fix few boo-boos on the cake, and then we're going to crumb coat it with buttercream. I'm going to chill the cake before I cover it with fondant. Roll out a piece of pink fondant and cover bottom of the cake. This is where the face of DJ Suki is going to be. You don't have to cover the whole cake with pink. Smooth it out with your hands and also with the fondant smoother. Trim off the ends. Press the top edge into the cake a little bit so it's not so bulky. I'm using a paper template, just marking where the face is gonna be and the line from which I'm going to add the hair. To make the eyes, I'm using round cutters, and to make the pupil, I ended up using a drinking straw and I flattened it a little bit so it was bigger. And then we're going to glue the pieces together with water and also use the water to attach the eyes onto the cake. To make the reflection, I'm using a little piece of white fondant. Make the eyebrows from black fondant. To make the mouth, I'm cutting out teeth from white fondant. Suki has gaps between her teeth, so I'm going to cut each tooth separately. I'm going to use my fingers to smooth out the edge so the tooth is more rounded, and then we can attach them onto the black fondant. Once you add all the teeth, you can use a paper template and cut out the mouth. To make the nose, I'm using blue fondant, shape it into teardrop shapes. One of the teardrop shapes is going to be large and two are going to be smaller. They're going to be attached on a side. Use a little bit of pink petal dust for the eyeshadow, and now we are ready to make the hair. So I'm going to use my clay gun again. I'm going to let these actually crust for about 5 minutes and then we're going to twist them. I'm not creating knitted texture, so you can just twist them in a clockwise direction and then cover them with plastic wrap so they don't dry out. Cover the top of the cake with a thin layer of orange fondant, trim off the excess and then gently smooth it out with your hands and with a smoothing tool. To attach each hair onto the head, I'm adding some water first and then you're gonna trim off the excess and then continue until you cover the whole surface with orange hair. You're gonna need lots of fondant hair for this project. Suki is wearing her hair in a ponytail, so we're going to need few shorter hair pieces for the top. I'm going to insert a toothpick into these so we can attach them onto the cake easier. I'm going to let these dry for a couple hours before we add them to the cake. To make the headphones, we're going to need white, blue and pink fondant. I'm also making these ahead of time so they have a chance to dry a little bit before we attach them onto the cake. To put the cakes together, spread a thin layer of buttercream or royal icing on a cake board and stick the bottom cake on there. Put some supports into the cake. I'm using drinking straws. Position the top cake on the bottom. Use a dowel to support the cake. Dust it with some pearl luster dust. Also, you are gonna have to dust off some cornstarch from the hair. Now I'm attaching a strip of pink to hide the seam between the two cakes. And now we can finish up the headphones. Hold the headphones in place for a few moments and then it should stick to the cake. I'm using some royal icing, stiff royal icing for the glue. Don't forget to attach purple diamond and then add some sheen to the headphones with pearl luster dust. I nearly forgot to add 3 hair pieces that are sticking out in the front. And there you have it, totally adorable DJ Suki from the Dreamworks Trolls movie. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know what you think in a comment section down below. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time.